What's going on, mi gente? My name is W.A.L, and you're watching We Alive and Living. Que lo que, mi gente? Thank you for tuning in. I'm your host, W.A.L. That's R-A-X-I-E-L-L-I-Z. And you're watching We're Alive and Living. First off, let me start off by saying thank you to everybody who tuned in to the intro episode and also to the sneak peek episode. At first, I didn't even know what to expect. I thought people were going to be like, oh, you crazy. This guy trippy. Bugging. Tú estás loco. ¿Qué te pasa? ¿Qué lo que? But that wasn't it. People actually was very intrigued. Matter of fact, I got a few phone calls, a few text messages, and a few DMs from people telling me how much they loved the first episode. The introduction episode, the sneak peek on top of that. They saw it like it was something that they were trying to figure out and they couldn't put their hands on. They couldn't quite pinpoint what they were trying to get at. One guy called me up and told me that, no, he didn't call me up blind. He DM'd me and said, thank you, because him and his wife was trying to figure out how to do just that. How to go places, how to have fun, how to have small pockets of adventure, small pockets of staycation, vacation. You know, go to your local hotel in your area and have fun with your wife, with your friends, with your kids, or whatever, whoever you feel more comfortable having fun with. But the point is, you don't have to dig all the way down in your pockets. It's simple. You can have fun in many places, just have to open your eyes and expand, invite people, or treat yourself. But don't break the bank. That's what this whole thing is about. But anyway, I want to say thank you to that. And if you haven't already, please subscribe, because we're all new to the channel, including myself. But let me talk to you about where I went. I promised that this episode would have been out earlier, and I apologize for that. So I'll make sure that episode 2 comes out a little sooner than expected. But let me talk to you about where I went. I went to the Blue Ridge Mountains. My nerd cup. Now, the Blue Ridge Mountains. At first, I didn't know what to expect. Some friends of mine was like, hey, we should go hang out in the Blue Ridge Mountain. We should go up there for a weekend. And I'm like, oh, yeah, where is it at? They're like, it's up there in the mountains, etc. About 2 hours away. And I'm saying to myself, what we going to do up there? Did we get a cabin? We could rent this mansion cabin. I'm like, a mansion cabin? Mansion cabin. How do you presume we're going to do all this? Rent a mansion? I'm like, are you crazy? Do I look like I got all that money? So this person was like, listen, we get about 10 to 15 of us, and we all chip in just a little bit, make it a big thing. We go out there, we rent this cabin, rent it for about 3 to 4 days. We bring our own food, our own drinks, our own fun. So I'm like, that sounds like fun. We could do that. So anyway, we looked it up, we checked it out, and guess what? Even by itself, it wasn't that much, but with all of us all together, it was so much of almost nothing. It was just as much as you would spend in a week buying food and going out to eat to the movies or something. But instead of doing that, we went out from Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And we hung out in the Blue Ridge Mountains. I'm talking about the top. Wow. And I'll be showing little videos while I'm talking. I'm talking about the top of the mountains. It was amazing. It was beautiful. But let me jump right into it. So we go out there. I didn't know what to expect. The climb up, well, not the climb up, but the drive up scared me half to death. Because you're going up the circle mountain, you're circling up, and there's no railing. I'm like, what if we fall? But I guess nobody's fell before, so we was trying our best not to be the first idiots to do it. But we make it to the top, and my friend kind of got out of the car like, she's freaking out. But we get to the top, and it was such a beautiful view. I couldn't believe how amazing this view was. The view alone made it all worth going up there. I was like, we could leave now. This is all I needed. But we're up there. Let me tell you, the view, amazing. And you spin all the way around, and you get this. Let's do this paradise trip. The area, flawless. After driving up the mountain, and this little car right here, Mario Kart, with like 5 of us in it, we finally made it to the top. And I'm glad you're with me. I'm glad you guys can come out here with me and check this out. We're here on the top of the mountain. This is the entrance. This is where we will be spending our weekend. Inside the cabin was just as beautiful. Everything wood, everything clean, brand new. It was beautiful. I'm showing you some video as I speak, but this whole entire place was amazing. Two fridges upstairs, a fridge downstairs. And my favorite part was I took a bath in everybody's room. I know that sounds crazy, but it's true. Everybody's room had jacuzzis. And the cave was a shower. To see this crazy shower, I ain't gonna show you me butt naked, but look at this shower, man. Water coming out of there. Water coming out of there. Water coming out of there. And water coming out of there. And then you just inhale like, ooh. Can't bring the camera too low. This is dope. This is what. For those that don't know, which you probably don't because we're all new to the channel, if you haven't already, subscribe, like, share, leave a comment. But for those that don't know, I'm a shower head. It's crazy. I know it's the craziest thing, the craziest fetish to have. I love showers. I actually scale and rate places based off their showers. If I go to a hotel, the whole room could be a mess, but the shower's perfect and it's great, it's clean, it looks beautiful. I'm like, 5 stars. So, probably don't take my judgment on hotels unless you're going to the bathroom. I was waiting for them to have a spot in the bottom if I could have the cleanest hole in the world, but it didn't. But these things shot out all crazy and you could move them. It's like you could just stand like this and move in a circle and you're showered, But you got to put soap on and everything like that for those that use soap. The pool, awesome. It was amazing. Let me tell you. There was a helicopter pad up there. Helicopter pad waiting for the chopper to return. Here we are. On the helicopter pad. So you could take a helicopter up to the mountains. That's just an example of how high up we were. Yeah, that was correct, right? What else was there? We all bring our own food. We had plátanos, salchichón. For breakfast, we had sausage, egg, and cheese, bacon, sandwiches. Wake up first thing in the morning. Your man whipping it.
What to do? Gotta do solid, baby. You know how we get down.
Wake up first thing, your man. We had so much food. And we had so much drinks. It was so much fun. And honestly, each one of us spent, just like I said, just as much as you would spend on the weekend going out with some friends. Let's say if it was you and your partner and you went out to eat and you went out to the movies 2 days in a row, add some change to that. That's how much we spent. It wasn't a lot. Now, that being said, keep in mind that going to the movies nowadays and eating with your partner is about $50. If you buy popcorn and all that. And then, you got your foods at another $50. And I add that twice. But anyway, we went out there and we didn't break the bank. That was the best part. So we went out there. We had basically $1,000 worth of fun, but came back with all our funds. It was amazing. When you take a vacation like that, or a staycation, because we were just 2 hours away. When you go to a place like that and you have a great time with friends and family, you come back expecting like, oh man, I gotta go to work and I gotta get it in. I gotta make that money back up. I came back like, cool. It was great. I didn't spend much. I spent just as much as I would have spent on a regular weekend, just about. On a weekend, I wanted to go and hang out with some friends. That's the best part. It was great. Find something near you. Go with some friends, or go with just just who you want to go with, your kids, your wife, your girlfriend, your brother, your friends, whoever you want to go with. Find a place. Check into the nearest hotel. It don't have to be out in the mountains. Check into the nearest hotel and hang out in that area. You're not going to spend much money. I'm not saying check into a 5-star hotel. Check into a decent hotel. Hang out with some friends. Bring some food. Bring some drinks. Make sure that hotel has a swimming pool. You go downstairs, you drink in your room, you go into your swimming pool, you have a blast, go back up, take a shower, then hit the local spot. Walk around. Everybody says, I know my city, I know what's going on there. That's not what it's about. It's about stepping out and having a good time. Different than the average. You know that restaurant you've been to 100 times, right? You know that movie theater you've been to 100 times. Granted, they show different movies, but you're doing the same thing, just sitting down. You hang out with the same people. You play video games all the time, right? Why are you not stopping doing that? So even though you know your city, do different things in your city that you wouldn't normally do. Don't make your life just all work and no play. Don't turn it into that. If you're alive, live. Don't be that percent that's alive and not living. And keep in mind, again, like I say a million times, save your money. Plan for the future. Your kids' college, your college, or your bills. Plan for that. That is number one. Please, nobody get it confused on what I'm trying to stress here. That is number one. But at the same time, have your pockets of you. Have your pockets of self-satisfying yourself, spending on yourself. It's okay to be selfish with yourself sometimes. Take care, people. I'm your host, W.A.L, and you're watching We're Alive and Living.